Hey, what's up everyone? Rob Rended here. I'm going to be talking about everything to do with the body, mind and spirit. Today's video I'm going to be going into failure and success and how actually what I find most often with my clients isn't what you think it would be, and what that can mean to you and what you can do about it. And I'm also going to be talking about Monday mornings and something that I've noticed that affects many people, and what you can do about that. If you find that interesting, you should definitely watch this video. So first of all, we're going to go into failure and success around that topic, okay? Yesterday I was doing a video on how to remove restrictions in your body. You can check out that video, it's the previous one I've just done, and I was talking about shoulder and hips and how they're both interrelated. What's that got to do with failure and success? Well, I thought about it after doing the video. I was talking about if I take my arm back and so I'm loading up this front anterior chain and I'm going to throw something, let's say, or I'm going to throw a punch, let's say I'm throwing. What happens is there's a chain and everything affects everything in the chain. So my hip opens up when I do this, and my central nervous system controls that. So if there's any perceived threat in the chain, it's going to not allow it to happen. Now, what was one of the interesting things, and slightly counterintuitive, was that when I throw back, if the problem is in the moment, sort of in the unloading phase, if that is seen as a threat, if there's an injury or there's pain there, then my body won't allow me to load up, okay? Load up to explode and unload. So it's going to feel like, oh, I'm restricted there. That's where the problem is. But really, the problem's there, and my body's not allowing me to fully load up, so I can't go there, right? Now, what I found with a lot of my clients is, they say, oh, I'm worried about failure, I don't want to fail, etc., etc. But what I found that a lot of the time they have a fear of success, and it depends on the person. There's no cookie cutter approach. You need to find out what's going on with you, and you use your insight to do that, and look at the energy around the words. I always say I'll do a strengthening on you. So let's strengthen everyone to be strong for failure or not failing, or succeeding and not succeeding, neutral. So that forms a pentagon. You want to be evenly strong with each of those outcomes. So what I've been finding with my clients is they've actually got a fear of success. So if you think about it, failing is probably what most people have been doing, a lot of it. So they want to go there and really succeed, but the alternative is really just staying where they are, or maybe getting worse. But if you stay where you are, you know all about that. That's not usually the problem for a person. The problem is what success will bring and what that looks like. So for instance, with me, I've noticed that, I want my YouTube channel to do really well, but I've noticed that if I think about going massively viral with a video and people really criticizing it and projecting all their shit onto it, then that's kind of worrying. It's what is the uncertainty of success and how it will change your life, and that weakens a lot of people. Now, what's that got to do with the shoulder? Well, if you think about it, if you want to load up and you want to do all of this work to go there, and going there weakens you, going there is painful and stressful and worrying, you're not going to be able to do the work. You're not going to be motivated. You're going to procrastinate. You're going to say, yeah, but I want to go there. But you're not going to do the work to go there. It's because there is the problem. All right, so that's something for you to think about. I think that's how remember we talk as within, as without, how the body and the mind. So let's say I was working on someone this morning and they have an ankle injury. It's collapsed, their ankle's old injury. So stepping forward, well, they're unsure, they don't trust themselves stepping forward physically. Well, in their mind, in their life situation, that was also going on. So chicken or egg. But you need to be good to trusting yourself and stepping forward and being able to, or not thinking you're going to collapse. And there was the ankle injury. So there's that, and the other thing I wanted to talk about was Monday mornings. So what I've noticed is, and this has been going on for years, but definitely at the moment, Monday morning I wake up, I'm like flat, don't want to get out of bed, and I'm not on a week timetable here. I can work weekends, I can work not. You know, it's beautiful where I am here, so it's not like I've got the Monday morning blues. I'm having to go into London, you know, or travel into work. I remember when I worked for one football club, Fulham, on a Monday morning, it was like just bleak. It was just horrible. In fact, I had to go into work every day, so those were tough times. But here in the morning, so then I've noticed that with my clients as well, a lot of my clients, they're also being affected on a Monday morning. They don't want to get out of bed, they feel flat, there's no energy internally. So this morning what I did was I felt depressed. Now depressed is like low energy, there's no, and the thinking is negative. So I checked in, and really what I found was the speed. Like I was totally flat and down, there's no spark. Drinking the coffee didn't work. So what I looked at that situation, and that the baseline was the flatness, and I said, okay, is that a physical or non-physical weakness? So it was a physical, it was a non-physical weakness, and it was coming from outside of me. So using the method I teach in my school, I found it was coming from outside of me, like a collective energy of a Monday morning collective, like everyone is feeling flat and down, and so that was affecting me. Now I strengthened myself to that energy. It's a binary, it's just switched on or switched off. So I strengthened myself to it, and then immediately the flatness was gone, and my mental state completely transformed. So I know it was that. Now you know, you've got Dr. Rupert Sheldrake, cool guy. He's talking about morphic fields years ago, like the information is kept in fields, and so collectively it's kind of like a morphic field. And I've had people go, yeah, but that was debunked. I'm like, look at whatever you want, but I want to know how to resolve feeling like I did this morning. And I've done it for so many other people that it's obvious for me. Now some people could say, oh yeah, but you're just tricking yourself. Whatever, I was feeling flat and then I felt great. So I found the solution for my situation, and I had a webinar this morning, and I was talking to other people who also felt that, and I taught them how to do it, and it changes them as well. So that's something for you to think about, this collective energy, and especially at the moment you could call it the herd. If you look at Jed McKenna's work, he talks about the herd in the dream state, and the herd, that energy is huge. It's like a juggernaut. So if you strengthen yourself to it, it won't affect you, and that's all about optimizing your life. So I don't want to be affected by other people on a Monday morning. So check it. What you can do is, if you wake up flat, you go, is this me or something else, or someone, is it outside of me? Just asking that question set you free. It's priceless. You need to work out, you know, it's you need to feel the energy drop for outside. That gives you the answer, and then you strengthen yourself through to your midline. Your intention is to strengthen yourself to that. If you want to know more about, if you want to know how to work like I do, there's a link in the below this video. It gives you a link to my course, and that is full of very cool students from all around the world, and everyone's learning how to work like I do, and it's transforming their lives. So yeah, so we've looked at failure and success, and it's not always fear of failure. If you say you have fear of failure, it's not that. There's another, you know, whenever you say something about yourself and it doesn't change it immediately, it's not that, but we'll go into that another day. And also this collective energy that affects us on, especially on a Monday morning, but it can affect, there's a lot of money energy weakness at the moment because of no one's getting paid, and that's affecting some of my clients as well. Okay, if you like this video, I'd love it to have a like, and please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any thoughts or questions, please post them below the video, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.